Now that we know about different kinds of scopes, let's dive into the differences between declaring variables with let and const. You are already familiar with the let keyword, as we have been declaring variables with it throughout our tutorial. As we learned in the previous lesson, variables declared with let have block scope, so the variable lives within the bounds of the block of code in which it has been declared. For example, block code, and then let customer name is Jane, console log, hello customer name. And there is no problem accessing customer name from the same block of code. Let's try to access the variable from outside the block. Console log can't reach customer name. And we get an error. We cannot reach customer name from outside of the code block it has been declared in. Variables declared with the let keyword can be updated within their scope. For example, let's update customer name to Alice. And we get hello Alice. We cannot redeclare a variable with the same name inside its scope. Let's try to declare a second customer name variable. Let customer name is Alice, and we get syntax error. However, we can declare the same variable in different scopes. If we move the second declaration outside the code block, now the code works without errors, since both variables are treated as different variables because they are in different scopes. The second console log now has access to a variable with the name Alice. Variables declared with const are also block scoped, like variables declared with let. For example, const customer name is Jane, and then console log hello customer name. And customer name is accessible within this block scope. But console log can't reach customer name results in an error. The distinguishing feature of variables declared with const is that their value cannot be updated. For example, let's try to update customer name to Alice, and we get type error, assignment to constant variable. So variables declared with const have to be assigned a value at the time of their declaration, since it cannot be changed later. If we declare a variable and assign a reference type to it, like an array or an object, for example, const shopping cart is an array, and then shopping cart push an item, and then let's console log shopping cart. We can still modify the array itself, since shopping cart is a reference to a place in memory where the values of the array are stored. We are not modifying the shopping cart variable, just the data it references. However, we cannot assign a new reference to our variable. Shopping cart is an empty array, and this results in oncode type error, assignment to constant variable. Declare variable with const if you want their value to remain constant. Beware that data in a reference type can still be modified through a constant reference.